right, everyone, we have another decluttering, organizing, cleaning, and this one's kind of embarrassing to show you, as if the other one wasn't embarrassing, but I'm going to take you up the stairs here. We are going up to my 3rd floor. This is the media room. Brace yourself. It is not pretty. It is a war zone. So I am up here in the winter more than the summer. My husband is up here more than I am. And this place, I don't get up here much. I'll be honest with you. So, all right, I do not get up here much in the summer. I'm up here more in the winter. We bought these new couches last year. This place, this room, this is our media room. It just kind of became a catch-all room. Miscellaneous furniture or whatever. I've got to get this room decluttered, cleaned, and organized so this problem no longer happens. So let's get to it. All right, where to even start? Sometimes things like this is overwhelming. In the case of my closet downstairs, I kind of knew where to start because I couldn't get in the door, so that's where I started. This closet houses the electronic equipment for the TV and the Christmas tree I put up here. This is a crawl space access that gets us to our air conditioner on the 2nd floor and 3rd floor, and where we have to change filters. The door design was such a poor design, and it's always off, so the heat from outside is coming in. Let me show you. So there's the gap. We never put it back on because it's such a pain in the butt to put back on. I've got to address that. But I'm not going to start here right now. I think I need to have some wins, so I'm going to start where I can quickly get some wins. So let's go over to this section here in the corner where my husband sits all the time when he watches television, and start there. All right, so this is where my husband likes to hang out. And I don't even know why the blinds are all the way up, but they are. Okay. Let's see what's going on behind the couches. There used to be some games back here. Oh, just some dirty tissues and a screwdriver. Now let's get to this corner where he seems to be inhabiting. This is the kind of stuff that drives me bonkers and makes me feel bad motivates me to get this all taken care of. These little side tables are only about a year old, and they were about $150 each. And look what's happening already because of neglect. Can you see that? I don't know. There's some kind of residue on here. I sure hope it comes off because I'm not real thrilled about that. So hopefully when I get around to cleaning, that comes off. I typically have coasters there or towels or something for them to use. But again, this room's been neglected for a long time. So let's keep going. My husband has about 301 car magazines, and they are his, and I respect them, but I kind of came up with a system that has been working for several years. He hasn't complained about it, so I'm sticking to it. And what that is I keep the past 3 months of magazines, and I throw away the rest. Now, again, I've been doing this for about 2 years, and he's never asked once where that old subscription was. I started with 6 months. He didn't complain about that. I decreased it until I got to 3. I'm going to stay at the 3-month mark. So right now, I've got all these subscriptions up here. I'm sure I will find more. I'm going to go through them right now, and I'm going to delete out all of the ones that have that are less than a 3-month date. So what is this? This is August. So I'll keep any that are August, July, and June. Okay, that was easy. They're all going in the trash, or I should say recycling bin. All right, so you will notice when I turn this camera around, we have some guitar equipment up here. These are, my son plays guitar, my husband used to, he plays around with it. I'm actually learning how to play the ukulele, just started. Maybe a YouTube video on that. But anyway, this is kind of the spare, like in my son's room is where his expensive guitars and expensive amps and all its high quality equipment is. Up here is like the spares that we don't want to get rid of, because when we're up here they'll tinker around with them, because he's not going to pull up the equipment from his bedroom because it's big and bulky and heavy. So I just need to organize it. One of the things you'll see that I do when I'm decluttering, cleaning / organizing is I quickly make piles of like type of items. Instead of taking forever to go through everyone, I make piles. So for instance, this is the pile of stuff that's probably going to go back around my husband's table area. This is a guitar pile. And then I'll just continue doing that. And then when I've got everything gone through, then I'll address the piles, and I'll show you how I do that. But let's continue. Okay, next up are some cat toys that they got for Christmas. And do they play with them? Yes. How much do they play with them? About 5 minutes out of an entire year. So they're out of here. No guilt, guys. No guilt when you declutter. Think about it and get rid of it. Make your life simple. Part of the reason this room looks like it looks like because there's too much clutter, and so it's not easy to maintain. I'm not inspired to maintain it. I don't want to even come up here. I don't even want to come up and enjoy this room, which is an amazing room for us to enjoy. So we're taking care of that today. For all my Star Wars and Legos fans, we have this. Yes, that is the Millennium Falcon. Now, what happened was about 4 years ago, my son received it as a gift, either his birthday or Christmas, and he was putting it together, no problem, worked on it for a few days, and then something happened. I don't remember what, I don't remember if it was school or something, and he had to stop for a while. And while he had taken that pause for a week or so, my cats, because I have 4 cats, got involved with messing a few things up. So then it required him to go back and figure out what got messed up to fix it, and he just never got inspired to want to do that, and it has sat in this incomplete state. Now, I know he wants it finished. I'm not going to force him to finish it. I know he wants it finished, so I'm hoping if I organize it and clean it, and I'm going to show you my secret to cleaning Legos and other similar types of things, he will be inspired to finish it because he wants it finished. I want it finished, but he wants it finished too. So let's take care of that. So next in this corner are going to be some pictures I need to decide if I want to keep or get rid of. And this is a hard one, guys. This is where it gets tough. There is a telescope here that was a gift to my son from his grandfather, my father-in-law, many years ago, like 12 years ago. And we could never figure out how to set it up. We tried and tried and tried. We can never get it set up. And I haven't gotten rid of it because of two reasons. One, I thought we might actually want to use it because it's really cool. And two, out of guilt. So we're going to alleviate the one. I'm not going to keep it now based on guilt. So here's the deal. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to give myself 2 months, because I don't know how difficult, but I'm going to give myself 2 months to figure out how to set it up. If in 2 months it is not set up, I'm then going to probably get rid of it. Of course, I will get my son's permission, but I don't think he's going to care because it's been sitting here and no one's used it for about 12 years. So if in 2 months' time I do not have this up and working, because it would be really cool to have up and working, it's going. Now I need to go through those pictures. Donate. This was a poster we got when we went to see Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I'm not sure why we got it, but we got it. And I do want to frame this and put it up in this room. So there are going to be probably a couple things like that. And they are going to be put in the pile that I am sending them off this week to get framed and to get put up in this room. And if I don't do it in a week's time, they're getting donated. One of these is my husband's, so I need his permission. I just as soon get rid of it. If he wants to keep it, we'll put it up. But that's going in the pile of get framed. So it's either yes, we're keeping it and it's going up on the wall, or no, we're not, and it's getting donated. This is another one like that. Can you see? We used to live in the St. Louis area, and this is Kurt Warner when they won the Super Bowl. Do not ask me what year, but they won the Super Bowl. My football fans might know we used to go to Rams games in St. Louis all the time. So I can take or leave. I'm going to ask my husband what he wants to do with it, and I will act accordingly. Now we're getting in the territory of some of my son's things. So I know he's keeping the Lego Millennium Falcon, but there's an old Xbox, I think, that he needs to decide if he wants to keep or not. We don't use it, but he's in the tech world, and sometimes he likes to keep what he calls old school tech, even though it's like 10 years old. So let's take a look at those and make a pile for him to go through. Okay, these are some old cords to my Christmas village. They're old. I'm getting rid of them because they're not safe. And this is a tray. So anything that's decorative, if I don't know yet if I'm going to use it or not in this room, that goes in the decoration pile, and we'll decide when we put the room back together. Y'all, the dust is embarrassing. I don't know if you can see it, but so if you know there's this much dust, you know there's all over there, and I'm going to show you my trick of getting those clean. You're going to see in this pile there are board games and a few. I actually got rid of a bunch of them years ago, but we just kept a couple that we like to play. We don't really play them anymore any longer. We usually do Legos as a family, but I've always had the intent to set up a space here for company, if we had company over, if they ever wanted to. So again, this goes in that category of I'm going to put it in the pile, and I've got like a week. Either I set up a place to do board games or I don't, and it goes. You got to have hard and fast rules because we don't play with them. So if there's no designated area, we're not going to play with them. You know, it feels like it wasn't that long ago we bought this stuff, but no one uses this stuff anymore. Okay, there's a few items. You'll see a lamp and a green vase and things. That's my decorative items. I'll decide when I'm done if I'm keeping. And then this picture is actually a piece of art that my neighbor found for me in at a thrift shop. She picks up mid-century modern decorative things for me when she sees them, and she found that, and I never did get that on the wall. So that is going on the wall behind this couch here. Is like a massage table. I do use that from time to time at home when I work on my family members, when I do any energy healing with them. But I don't like it there. I have to find a better permanent home for it that's out of the way but nicely stored. And I think what I'm going to do is put it behind this couch right here, right back in there, because you don't see it back there. It won't be in the way. Nice, and it's a big chunk of space that can be used for storage. Napoleon, don't eat that. As you can see, the animals want to be up here with me. They like hanging out on the 3rd floor. Napoleon is happy because yesterday he was finally released from his kennel after 8 weeks. The only thing he is not allowed to do is go outside by himself so that he doesn't run yet for another month. But he is so happy. He hasn't been up here in 2 months, and he loves hanging out here. So that's a good thing for him. I've got a pile of blankets that are going to be laundry. Let me get the rest of them in this room. I'm going to get them all washed because they're full of pet hair before I clean the couches off. I'm going to go ahead and take what pile I have so far for garbage because that's getting full. And then I'm also going to take things that are going to be donated downstairs because I'm running out of room. And then we'll keep going. Okay, now we're going to go over to this other corner by the closet door and then to the closet. Okay, this is going to go in the category of needs to be framed for the room. I will show you what it is. We've had it for about 7 years, I think. I will show you what it is. It was when the Rolling Stones, 7/1/2015 is when the Rolling Stones were here at NC State, and we saw the concert right before heading off to England. So that's going to get framed to put up as well. These are the ones I need to ask my husband about, so I'm going to put them over here. These are guitar strings, so that goes with the guitar equipment. As you can see, there's an ironing board here and my iron. I don't iron that often because I don't need to iron that often. So what I would do is I would come up here and put something on the television and iron, and while I iron. I kind of still like that, but I don't want it sitting out. So we're gonna see if we can find it a new home in this closet. If so, I'd like to still keep them up here. So we're just gonna leave it setting here for now. This is the kick plate to the kitchen here. It needs to be put back on. It does appear to be a little warped, but I think I'm going to have to, which is probably why it came off, I'm going to probably have to wet it down, reshape it to put it back on. Okay, now we're going to take care of the kitchenette behind us. It shouldn't be super bad, but I did at one time when we first set this up, start using like paper plates and things like that. I'm since trying to get rid of all kind of disposable things as much as I can. And so I did buy some of my dishes. I never cleaned out the cabinet to find room for them. So we're going to do that right now. Go through all the drawers, cabinets, and you're going to see how I declutter. Although I don't expect there need to be much, but we'll find out. So this is the garbage can area. As you can see, it's really clean. I keep a spare roll of bags there, so that's clean. Okay, this drives me nuts when people put these in here. No one ever uses them. Garbage. These are not real. They are plastic. So I'm going to use these up, and then when I'm finished, I will then put in real silverware. But I don't want to throw them away. Let's use them up first. This is good, that can stay. Let's use these up. This is an empty drawer. There was towels in there. I think we'll find out what's going to go in there. Oh, there's some towels. So I do have towels in here. We use the black ones as napkins, and these are if I dry any dishes here. And then in this drawer, I have coasters, which need to be set out in on those little tables. So those are all going to get set out. We have matches that we keep for, we often celebrate birthdays up here. I have pot holders and some kind of touch-up kit. I don't know what these go to, so I'm going to keep them for now because I don't want to throw them away until I know. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so again, I used to do paper towels. I have stainless steel cleaner and a scrub brush. I no longer use paper towels. Since I have gotten away from paper towels and I no longer use them, I'm going to donate that paper towel holder. I will get a, like a dish to put, like a ceramic dish or something, to put that scrub brush in so that when I get done using it, it doesn't leak all over because I can easily clean the dish and dry it from time to time. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what's in the refrigerator. I'm a little scared. And then we'll look at the upper cabinets. Okay, we have a drink. Goodness knows how long it's been sitting in there. The refrigerator is pretty clean. I will come back and clean that. This is still good. This one has been here a while. Let's go ahead and take these out. Again, remember, I don't drink alcohol. This is my husband's. He can do what he wants. He's a grown man. All right, we're done. Let's go up there. Now we're going to take a look at what's on the counter and the upper cabinets, the microwave. I hope it's not dirty, but I don't. Okay. The inside's not bad. There's, I don't know if you can see. There's some food particles right there. Gross. And then this is actually one of those Lego things we did as a family at Christmas. And it needs to go on the wall. So I'm going to put it over by decorations and it needs to go there. This obviously needs to be put away. Let me explain the situation with our fire extinguisher, or our fire alarms around here. I don't know what is up with all of our fire alarms, but you put new batteries in them, and in a month's time, they're beeping. So they get taken down and not put up because they drive everyone nuts. So we need to have them up. So this is going back up. Even if I have to replace the batteries every month, it's like they're super, super, super sensitive. We never have figured out why, and it's all of them throughout our house. Okay, wash this. This is a coffee maker that we bought a new one for downstairs, and we put it up here, but no one uses it. No one uses that coffee maker because we absolutely love our one from downstairs, which is an espresso, so I think I'm going to donate it. We had the intention of keeping it up here, but we always walk downstairs. These are the dishes that I told you I bought to replace the disposable. They're going to go up in the cabinet as soon as we make room for them. Charging cords and power strips that are for up here, I will put them with the other cables on that pile, and we'll set that all up later. Oh my gosh, that's looking better already. You do not know how many months. I dare say it might be close to a year that those have been there. So let's take a look and see what's up here now. Oh, okay. So we have a cutting board. I'm going to keep this, but for now. But I have replaced all of my cutting boards in my main kitchen with wood because of microplastics. The average person consumes a credit card's worth of microplastics a year, and plastic cutting boards are one of the culprits. I'm going to keep it for now until I get it replaced, but I will make a point of purchasing one to replace. I'm going to put it down below because I will see it there and know it's there. I didn't even know that was up there. Yeah. I only probably put it in there 5 years ago. Okay, spare drinking water. I think that was here for the coffee maker. I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll find some use for it. There's no point. This is part of the coffee maker. I have no idea. It appears like it's some kind of filter. I do not know what it goes to. This. It looks like some kind of filter. I do not know what it goes to. I'm going to set it aside. If it shows up, if not, it gets thrown away. All right, those up here, if you can see, those were popcorn containers I bought on Amazon. Now, again, I'm replacing disposable things with permanent, and I will get permanent bowls, but I'm not going to throw them away. Let's use them first, and then I will get rid of them. I did not realize I had extras up here because I keep the ones we work out of in this cabinet, which you'll see in just a second. Sorry, the lighting. This is a dark room. It is a media room. It is meant to be dark. So let's take a look and see what is going on in these cabinets. Okay, so these are wine glasses. I will keep those here. We rarely use them, but they do get used from time to time. These are Star Wars themed glasses. Again, they do get used from time to time, so I will keep them. These are spices for popcorn. They look good still, so we will keep those as well. This is where we keep our popcorn, so that's good. Salt and pepper. That needs to go out on the counter because no one ever knows it's here. Again, I told you I had disposable plates. I'm not going to throw them away. I will use them. I'm just not going to purchase any more when they're gone. More packets that need to be thrown away. Disposable napkins, same thing. I'm not going to throw them away. I'll use them, and then when they're all used up, I won't purchase any more. Okay, light bulbs hiding up here. I have a designated place downstairs that light bulbs go. They should be there as well, so that's going down with those. A couple more of these popcorn containers. And this size as well, which we don't tend to go through very often. I should keep them up there. And then if you can see up here, those are coffee pods for the coffee machine. Again, we don't use it, so I'm going to donate those with the machine. Now I have room to put those dishes. I'm going to go ahead and put these here. That's easy to grab for that. All right, and everything is put away up there. Nice and neat, clean, only things we use, the bottom's clean. I knew this was gonna be horrible, but that's all I needed to do. So we can close those and finish up in the room. Okay, now for the dreaded closet. So I pretty much know that all the ornaments up here are good. I don't have to go through them. So I can just set them over here for a minute. And my plan anyway with Christmas decorations is when I decorate this Christmas, I'll declutter any that I don't want at that point, and I'll record it and you can see. Christmas tree. And you can see better now how that goes back. It is so hot, guys. It was not built well, but no one wants to bother to put it back because it's a pain. You have to get power drill. You've got all these bolts you have to put back in place. And it's just a horrible situation. We have to figure it out. We've come up with several solutions, none of them perfect. But we need to eventually, in the near future, get that figured out. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my part. Now, you'll see all the equipment up here. There's nothing for me to do with it other than I will dust it. I'm getting this though. I do not know why. Knowing my husband, he put this up here, but all filters have one place that they go. That's a clue. I used to think, oh, I'll have filters upstairs that go there and in another room that go there. But then you've got 20 piles and it's hard to stock them and know what you have. But when I keep all filters in one place, it's much more efficient, I have found. Even though, contrary to what you believe, you would think it wouldn't be. It'd be more efficient to have them where each place you work at, but it actually doesn't. It's much more efficient to have them in one place. You know exactly how many you have of what size. So this is going to go with those. They're out in the garage. This box down here is, I believe, Christmas supplies for up here. Now, I just went against my rule, didn't I? I said don't have everything in one place. Well, there are a few exceptions. Like all these Christmas decorations, I'm not going to haul them up 3 flights of stairs, and I'm not having to maintain a supply of them. I have what I have, and I know that, as opposed to like air filters, I have to continually buy to replenish them. I hope that makes sense. Yep. Christmas decorations. So I'm just going to vacuum in here, put everything back in, dust and vacuum, and talk to my husband about what we're going to do about that. And I will go through then all the decorations this Christmas when I set up again, declutter those, and I'll bring you along for that. So as I was digging in the corner there, I found pieces of stuff. I don't know what they go to, but no one has been looking for them for years, so I'm going to throw them away. We still have a DVD player. We never use it, so I'm going to donate that as well. And yes, I know I've said this before in other videos, I could sell it and make some money, but I like to just cut the cord and do it, and I don't have time to sell them. So I have a parts bin. Again, I'm throwing away. No one's been looking for it for years, so they're not going to now. A box when this was installed. Another user manual no one has looked for, so all that's going to go in the garbage. And as you can probably see now, it is empty. All right, let me throw away what needs to be thrown away. And I think I've gone through everything. Now it's just a matter of putting it back into place. Let me show you what it looks like though at this point. There's that couch, the ironing board we're going to try and put in there, couch, all the stuff that I separated and stacked out there. Here, I will go in that when we get over to it, that red chest. I think it's good to go, though I went through it years ago. And these items. This is where we are at this stage. I know it looks chaotic, but that is part of the process of making groups and piles and then putting it back together after I've gone through what's getting thrown away and what's getting donated. So let's put it back together. Okay, let's vacuum out this closet. I have a vacuum cleaner I absolutely love. It is not inexpensive, but it is an amazing vacuum cleaner. And I'm going to try to pronounce it right. Mili? You see it? It's a canister. And I love that it's a canister because see how I lift it? I have a couple flights of stairs. I can carry this thing, move it around. It's so easy to move around. It's so easy to store. It has HEPA filters, and it's just a great machine. It is not inexpensive, but I love it. And I'll try to find, I think I purchased it in a local store, but I'll try to see if I can find one online and put a link below. If you're interested, it is an absolutely amazing machine. I do maintain it, and I might do a video if you like. Let me know below if you want me to do a video about how I maintain it, as I do with all of my equipment, because again, I don't like replacing stuff very often, and I want to keep this. I'd like to never have to replace it, to be really honest with you, so I take care of it. But let's go ahead and vacuum. So now I'm going to put the Christmas decorations back in and hopefully make room for the ironing board and iron. The problem is that we have to pull everything out to get in there couple times a year to change the filters in that. So the less I put in, the easier it is to pull them out and put right back in again, because in the past, if there's been more than 1 or 2 items, whoever changes a filter, I will not mention names, does not put everything back in. So we want to make it simple and easy. Okay, I think I can fit the iron and ironing board in. Okay. That will be fine because I actually want it easy to grab. I don't want to have to dig in there to grab it, so I'm actually okay with that. Plus, my husband and son, every once in a while, and myself, do get in there and tweak the electronics infrequently, what we do, so they can still quickly get to it as well. And that closet is done. Now I'm going to get to vacuuming, dusting, and putting this room back together. I also have a fantastic carpet cleaner that I use um, that I use from time to time. I'm not going to be doing those today. When I get this house decluttered, which I'm almost done with the inside, I will be then going around doing rugs, and this is the only area that has carpet other than my son's room. Long story, it wasn't supposed to be carpet in there, but it got put in. Anyway, let's keep going. Spot clean a couple of spots. My husband does eat up here. We're pretty careful about it, but I do need to spot clean a couple of spots that look good. We keep blankets up there. They are in the washing machine right now for two reasons. Well, two reasons, yeah. One, if we just want a blanket to snuggle, or two, if for our cats, because they like to lay with us, and as you can see, it's a pain to vacuum up all the cat hair. So, and my dog likes to lay up here, my big dog, Napoleon, up here with me right now. It's to protect the furniture from his nails. Let's clean the side tables, do the floors, clean side tables, and get this area back together. Let's see if we can't clean this table up here. All right. So as you can imagine, not real happy about this. Whatever got spilled on there is etched into the metal. It's done. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to let my husband continue to use it as it is. Yeah, does not make me happy. I hate wasting money. Okay, let's address the guitars. I'm just going to clean the area, neaten them, vacuum. They do get played and used, but I think I'm going to put them over in this corner right here because it's less unsightly. And actually my son, when he's up here, he sits on the couch in that corner. Anyway, that's kind of his spot. So, and he's the one 9 times out of 10 that's going to do it. So it's closer to where he sits and uses them anyway. So let's do that. This was my husband's guitar when he was a teenager, and it's still a good little guitar. Ethan likes to play it a lot when he plays the acoustic guitar up here. This is what he'll strum on 9 times out of 10 when he's sitting up here. Anyway, so and I'll go right there. This was my son's first guitar. As you can see, he needs to restring it when he first started playing electric guitar. It's kind of a backup spare. And this is the box of strings and picks that he keeps up here. Also, this is where I come up and practice ukulele because I put ukulele lessons on YouTube and practice. I think as far as this soft case goes, which we purchased for the acoustic because the original fell apart because it's old, for that, and the strap, I'm going to put them in that red chest over there that we saw earlier. I'll show you that when I get to it. These cords, however, I'm going to put with the amp. And there's his little music studio for the 3rd floor. And here you can see we're clean now. I asked my son about this Xbox, and he said it does not work any longer. So, you know what happens with stuff that doesn't work? Bye-bye. I actually have a piece of artwork that is going on this wall. It is, so we're in the automotive industry. It is a vintage Volkswagen Beetle hood that I found at a scrap auction, and I'm gonna paint it kind of fun, like graffiti style, and it's gonna go up there. That's gonna get done. I need to also dust these walls. We are not doing that today. Today is about decluttering. That's another day for another video. And when I do that, I'll probably show you me putting the rest of the artwork up and to finish decorating this room. But for now, we're decluttering and cleaning. We had the games that I said I'm going to set up a game area. I've always intended to do it right there in that corner. That will get done when I finish decorating. For now, I think I'm going to set the games inside that red chest. So let's go look inside of there and put the few things in there that belongs there. So I am very carefully moving this. I'm going to show you how I clean it in just a second. Very carefully. Okay, so all right, let's take a look at what's in here. So, power strip. This is a ladder that goes to one of the windows in case of an emergency fire. It drops down for emergency. So you can see it's an emergency ladder, if you can see that. So that stays in here, and I knew that was in there. These donated or throw away. I will have my son check these, but I think we're probably not keeping any of these as well. Let's vacuum first. This is a poker set, poker chips. I will fix all this better when I set up the games, so I'm not too worried about that for now. When I set the games up, I'll take care of that. Again, those games will be taken care of when I finish setting this room up, which I will show that to you when I do it, hopefully in the next few months. So I'm gonna go get some Goo Gone, and I'm gonna come back and show you how I clean Legos. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna clean all the dust out of this Millennium Falcon Lego set. My son has quite a few of these in his bedroom, and you saw some around the room. And if you know anything about Legos, the dust gets in them, and I don't want to destroy it as it is. It needs to be fixed. So, I've got a tool that I use. Now, I want to mention something about tools. You saw me talk about my vacuum cleaner, and I'm going to show you something here in just a moment that I use. I do not like things that I have to keep buying, reusing, paper towels, things like that. And you saw me decluttering, and you've seen other videos of me talk about it. I have told you in the other videos that I do what I call mindfulness, meaning I really think about what I bring into my life. So if an appliance or a tool is something that I'm going to be able to have for a long time, and it makes my life easier, I can keep my house cleaner, it doesn't clutter my life, it actually replaces other things like paper towels and whatever, then I will add it in to my life. I hope that makes sense. So I don't believe in mindless spending and mindlessly buying things, but I don't have a problem with buying them if they can help the quality of my life. That's the best way to say it. So with that, here's what I have. This is called the Sunshine duster, and basically it just blows air really hard. So what it replaces is, you know, the canisters people buy and they put the little straw in the end and they clean out the dust in between their keyboards and different things like that. Well, that's what I used to use on my son's Lego sets. But then I got this because I don't want to keep buying those canister sets. It has a filter in the bottom and it comes with 2 filters, and then it's got 3 different nozzles. So depending on how you want to blow the air, how intense you want to blow it, if you want a more wide sweep or pinpointed. And I will link it. It's in my Amazon store and I'll link it below. Again, it replaces those canisters. I'm not having to rebuy those. That's not good for the environment. And I'm just doing the best I can with this. It doesn't clutter my house. One less thing I have to keep replacing. So let's see how this works. I think I'm going to put this one on. And by the way, I have my mic off, so this isn't too loud for you. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. I had my mic off. I just turned it back on. And I can even feel when I run my hand over it that the dust is gone. This works great. Again, it replaces those compressed air cans. I love it. I use it for anytime you need to get dust or dirt out of a fine area. So I'm going to put this back on here, and then we're going to keep on keeping on with the rest of the room. All right, hopefully you guys can see it is getting dark outside. I see lightning. North Carolina. All right, so I'm going to keep moving through my items here. Now, this is a picture, remember, that my friend picked up at an auction for me. It is going on that wall right there. I'm going to need my husband's help with that, so you will see that when I finish decorating this room. For now, I'm going to put it over here. Let's look at the other items I kept for decorating to decide if we're going to keep them now. Here, you'll recall I have a lamp. I have this floor lamp and a couple of pieces there. So I am going to keep this for now. I think I will end up using it when I decorate. I think it will be wonderful to put where I'm going to have the game table. I just stored it over there by the Lego pieces because that's probably where I'm putting the game table. This vase, I'm not in love with it. I had bought it for a spare guest room. Brought it up here because I thought I might use it. I like to do that before I just get rid of something to see if I can put it in somewhere else in the house. But honestly, I'm not in love with it, so it's going to get donated. Okay, these are the 2 frame pictures, posters that need to be framed. I'm putting up in here. I'm going to put them by the door. I will take them to Michael's and get them framed this week. I have this tray. It's it's like a faux leather. I used to use a lot of trays around the house, and then as I've been decluttering, I've gotten rid of a lot of them because it's just one more thing I have to clean. Now, I get the point of them. You can put things on there, but that just encourages me to have more stuff sitting around. So, having said that, I am going to keep it until I finish decorating this room, just in case there is a need for it. And if there isn't, then I'm going to get rid of it. So, I'm actually going to put it, if you remember, below the sink, I had all that space. I'm going to put it there because if I decide to use it at all, it's going to be when we are eating up here, which we do somewhat often. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This lamp I'm going to keep as well. I really love it. I actually had 2 of them. My cats broke one. I think it will go up here someplace when I finish getting this decorated, so I'm definitely keeping it to put up here. So I'm going to put it over by the other lamp. These are a couple extra coasters. I did put them around. I didn't show you, but I put some of these beautiful marble ones that I found in the drawer on each of the tables. So I will put it away for now in that drawer, and then when I have other furniture up, if I need to put them there, I will. I will be putting this alarm back up. I need to go downstairs and get batteries. This, guys, I found this company a few years ago, and I bought these safety kits. They're for choking. They're called Life Vac, and they're instantly, you can grab them if someone's choking. So I sent one to my elderly parents because my dad doesn't chew as well. I have one downstairs in our main kitchen, and this one up here as well. So I'm going to put it in a drawer that it's easy to grab. Probably right under the sink because I have so much room, and that's a place people will see more than pulling drawers out. I will link this company below. I love the product. It's amazing. You can go online and look at their videos. They're just incredible to have around for safety in your house, just like fire extinguishers and how I have the ladder because it's 3 floors up to get out if there's a fire. This is a must too. Now I have some miscellaneous cords, this power strip. I did throw away a bunch of cords you didn't see that I knew were not any good, but these are. So I think that bottom drawer in here is perfect to keep these types of things. The thing when you have a drawer with cords is you need to go through it about every 6 months because technology changes, cords become obsolete, you get rid of products, and so that's one of those things I do go through about twice a year. So we're going to put all the extra cords in that drawer. Then the last few things I have, if you'll remember, I had these two pictures. I'm going to leave them close to the door because I'm going to ask my husband if he wants to keep them or not. Again, I don't care either way. If he wants to keep them, we will put them on the wall. If he doesn't, they go. And then I have a step stool we keep up here, so that will be put in the closet. I'm going to do that right now. Now I'm just going to take that stuff downstairs that needs to be either thrown away or that's going to get donated, and come back up, clean the little kitchenette area off, finish vacuuming, and guys, we're done. This hasn't been cleaned in a while, so much better now. Just touching this up, it's pretty clean. Just a couple of spots there. See, that's been rubbing against something. That'll work. Today, remember, is not about detail cleaning. Today is about decluttering and just cleaning up a little bit. All right, let's vacuum. One of the things that I love about this machine, also this vacuum, is how quickly you can interchange the parts. It's super, super easy. And again, it does such a great job. I love this vacuum. And like I was saying earlier, it's so lightweight. You can just pick it up easily. And I can do the stairs, just move it around out of my way, whatever I need to do. And then I just need to get the tile that's in front of the kitchenette. I'll show you. So to clean this, I'm going to switch nozzles again, put my favorite little piece on. It is so universal. And then I'm just going to vacuum it first. Wipe it down with my all-purpose cleaner. For the vacuum cleaner, so easy to put away. You just unplug, hit this little button right here. Actually, perfect. So let me show you what the room looks like. Okay, let's take a look around and see what it looks like. So much better, all organized, clean, nothing on this counter. I love it. It was driving me nuts, and again, embarrassing to tell you how long it was like that. My son's little music corner now is right there. That's where he sits and plays anyway when he's up here. I have coasters on that little table. All the blankets have been washed. Coasters there. My massage table is behind there. My husband uses that lamp for reading. These are his little things he always has near him. Remember, this piece of art is going on that wall there. And I have that vintage Volkswagen hood that I'm going to paint and put up there. We have the telescope that I'm giving myself 2 months to either figure out and set up, or it's gone. So one or the other. The Lego, I already talked to my son about the Millennium Falcon, and I said we're going to work on it on Sundays and get it finished. He said that sounded good. The 2 lamps, I'm probably going to put somewhere in here. This is probably where the game table is going to go, the TV, and then the 2 pieces of artwork that I need to talk to my husband about. And guys, that is it. Let us enjoy the glory of it all. All right, I hope you all found this helpful. I know my life is a lot less stressed now that it's clean. I've been needing to do this for a long time, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.